the 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Kia.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here on 2K Sports alongside Shaq and Kenny the Jet. The playoff picture coming into focus, but still a handful of games yet to be played. And Shaq, go ahead. Tonight, it'll be the Portland Trail Blazers up against the Utah Jazz. So for the Jazz, their last game a win against the Timberwolves. That game a high-scoring affair. We'll see if this one turns into a shootout as well. One player to watch in this one is C.J. McCollum, coming off a year where he won the Most Improved Player award, Kenny. What was the big change in his game?
Well, the big change is the first time he's got an opportunity to play for consistent minutes. You know, I thought he always had ability, just didn't get the opportunity. The injuries held him back early in his career. But his shooting percentages have been very solid since he came into the league, Ernie.
What do you think, Shaq?
Ernie, a couple years ago, you would have said McCollum. I would have asked you who he played for. But now he's just playing and playing with more confidence. Plus, Ernie, when you can shoot like him, confidence is what takes your game to the next level.
Time to get to Kevin Harlan as he gets ready to call this one. Here comes the opening tip.
We have the Jazz as the road team for today's Western Conference matchup. Welcome to what should be a great Saturday night for the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan. We've got Steve Smith and Greg Anthony alongside, and our sideline reporter tonight, David Aldridge. The Portland Trail Blazers come into tonight's game after losing earlier in the season in their last game against the Utah Jazz. That loss brought them down 2-1 in this series matchup. They'd like to steal back that momentum.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't seem prepared at all for that offensive explosion and didn't really make any adjustments to counter that.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Jazz, Hill pairs up with Hood in the backcourt. Boris Diaw is out there with Hayward. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Now Hill after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. And a wide open look for Hood. No good on the 3. The Trailblazers on offense. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And the thing I took away from that one was just how valuable their guys coming off the bench were.
Depth is a huge component to any team's success, and this is a team loaded with talent. You can't anticipate anything with him because his playmaking is so unpredictable.
And, you know, Steve, you ask around the league, when it comes to home court advantage, the Jazz have one of the best in the NBA.
A very passionate crowd, very loud and dedicated. And, of course, the altitude plays a factor, too. Second highest in the league after Denver. And for visiting teams, you get winded much quicker.
Shot clock at 6. Diaw with the steal. Kicks it to Hood. It's good. The assist that time from Diaw. Hood's got his first bucket of the night.
And the muscle Hood has is what allows him to hit these shots. Even when he gets roughed up, he toughs it out.
Screen by Nurkic. Nurkic a screen on Hill. Ball's knocked loose, and it's McCollum in the corner. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
Wow, you know he's got to be beside himself. Terrible unforced error.
The Jazz have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Hood kicks to Gobert. Gobert the screen. Here's Hayward. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
The catch and shoot jumper from Hayward is virtually impossible to guard. He is so quick on the draw.
McCollum against Hood. McCollum passes to Nurkic. The shot, no good. Hayward with some nice D.
This is the opposite of how they wanted to start this game. 0 for 4 already.
Here's Diaw. And Utah again with the bucket.
And you can sense the momentum really starting to swing their way.
They're beginning to put it all together, in my opinion, and take control of this game.
Now, here's Nurkic. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. 5 to shoot. Lillard left side. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
And Gobert kicks to Hood. He dishes it to Hill. Gobert with a screen on Lillard. Hill, no good. Trailblazers trail by 8. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Harkless kicks to Nurkic. Hood against McCollum. Over in the corner, Lillard. Fires from the wing. That's short off the rim.
Awfully hard to get back into the game when one of your key shooters is this ice cold and has been all quarter.
And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Johnson.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
McCollum with the ball, now guarded by Hood, and stolen by Hayward. And now Utah, fast break. From outside the arc, Vonleh with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 10. Gordon Hayward, Smitty, the complete arsenal offensively.
Yes, he shoots with range. He can slice into the lane. He has a great knack for making plays off the dribble. He plays with the basketball and off, and also he can defend.
Shot clock at 5, and Lillard kicks to McCollum. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got his first 3 points of the game.
It took them a while, but finally they take the lid off.
Now they can breathe a little easier and maybe settle down into a little rhythm of this game.
Hood for 3, drains the three-pointer. Hood's got his second basket of the night.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here is Lillard. He's coming off a 22-point game against Minnesota.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Here's the three, and another three for Portland.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Outside Hill. Gobert the screen. Hill dishes to Hood. It's back to Hill. And that one hits back iron. Trailblazers trail by 7. And it's McCollum off the drive. Again, McCollum missing.
How anyone could give him that much room from his spot is crazy, but the defender got away with it.
That one good for 2. And it's 7 points for Rodney Hood.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Lillard, providing around 26.5 points a game. Rarely has an off night. It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Yeah, questionable, but it almost got through. It's probably a quick bucket if it did.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Vonleh. And a switcher also for Utah. Lyles checked in for Boris Diaw. Now here's Harkless. Kicks it out to McCollum. Three-pointer. Knocked away. Lillard against Hood. McCollum outside. There's the dish to Aminu. Pass to Lillard. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Harkless kicks to Aminu. And here's McCollum for 3. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Hill passes to Lyles. Wants to get it to Hill, and does. Lillard with the block. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Nurkic dishes to Lillard. Hill kicks to Gobert. It's stolen by Aminu. Over in the corner, Lillard beyond the arc. Rebounded by the Jazz.
Look, he's doing everything he can to get out of this funk. Just been a rough quarter shooting the basketball.
Hood kicks to Hill. The Jazz again can't hit it.
He is so out of his element right now. Hasn't made a shot all quarter. I feel for him.
Aminu, the pass to Harkless. He feeds it to McCollum. Screen by Nurkic. Shot clock at 5. Harkless kicks to Lillard. Lillard again missing.
Honestly, I don't know how they cut into that lead with him missing so many shots.
Outside Hill. There's a good screen. Hood for 3. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 4 assists in the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Hill against Lillard. Screen by Nurkic. Here's McCollum. And no good. The Jazz go the other way with it.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling. And for the Blazers, you know, offensively, you've got Lillard and McCollum spacing the floor. You put them on opposite sides, and when you swing the ball, either can carve up the defensive rotation.
He delivered that pass right on the spot to his teammate who was on the move.
Utah leading by 7. There's a good screen. Hill with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Cans it from downtown.
Timeout, timeout.
And the Jazz lead by 10.
Start it.
And both Lillard and McCollum, able shot creators. They put a lot of pressure on you.
And both of them able to hit from deep, off the bounce, and create for others. They're both scoring-minded guards, but between them, plenty of playmaking to keep the ball moving. Yeah, just frustrated by their lack of production offensively, and I can't blame them. I mean, they're getting the looks, but the shots just aren't falling.
They should consider trying to get closer to the basket. Right now, the shots they are attempting are just clanking off the basket.
So for the Trailblazers, Leonard, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Turner comes in for Harkless, and Crabbe subbed in for C.J. McCollum. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Gordon Hayward. Burks, he's checked in for Rodney Hood, and it's Dante Exum in for George Hill. Trailblazers trail by 10. There's the feed to Leonard. Lillard, right side. And Dante Exum picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Crabbe kicks to Lillard. Down low, Leonard.
And the offense early on limited to just jump shots.
Burks dishes to Exum. Ingles in the corner. The tray. And he's good on the three ball. And the Jazz lead by 13.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
14 feet away. Aminu grabs the miss. And they're moving it up. Teardrop shot. Johnson with the defensive effort. Utah leading by 13. Here's Ingles. They get it again. Shots good by Lyles.
Already seizing control of this game.
And doing it in all areas. They came out of the locker room knowing exactly what they needed to do.
Now here's Crabbe. He's coming off a 25-point game against Minnesota. Shot clock at 5. Here's Lillard. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
You know, offense is about rhythm. He has lacked rhythm in this entire quarter.
Well, some deep threats have really made their presence felt around the league lately. The two-guard spot, these have been the hottest three-point shooters for the last month. And you look at Crabbe, a dangerous player from three-point land, a great talent with a great release. And, of course, C.J. McCollum.
You don't have to be a great shooter to play two-guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
And so consistent from the three-point range, too. That's what I love about them. Their long-range shooting is always going to be there. You know what they're going to give you from behind the arc.
He hits the second from the line.
A lot of organizations obviously want to win now, but what I like about the Utah Jazz, they built this roster patiently, letting their young talent develop. This front office has taken a long view, not looking for shortcuts.
Now here's Lillard. Good on the triple. Lillard's got 6.
Yeah, and he scuffled a bit out of the gates. 10 shot attempts, but that's just his second make of the game.
Ingles kicks to Burks. Back to Ingles. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%. And for the Utah Jazz, of course, Salt Lake City, not a big free agent destination by any means in some ways. Hasn't that, Steve, influenced their approach a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. They can't get the big names, unfortunately for them. They've done it through the draft, and they're trying to do it by developing a lot of their young players.
No coverage that time. That's now 8 points for Lillard. Now Burks. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. From deep three-point range, and the Jazz another three.
Burks is really good at picking his spots from outside when he's on the floor. A highly efficient shooter.
The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's the Jazz. They finish off the first quarter with a tremendous 17-7 run. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And a very convincing performance from the Jazz so far.
Well, they've dictated tempo with their defense and been able to force some turnovers.
They've been super aggressive on that end, and they've been rewarded for it so far. Let's see if they'll be able to maintain this for the rest of the game.
Here's Crabbe, looking for his first basket still in this one. They've got Myers Leonard. Evan Turner is out there with Crabbe. Then there's Al Farouk Aminu, and it's Vonleh in at the four-man position. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Jazz leading by 14. And the pass to Burks. Jazz passing it around. Johnson's shot is off. Portland's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Utah has turned a corner, establishing its identity under Quinn Snyder as a youthful, defensive-minded team. Coach Snyder said, "Our players have gotten better. Our team has gotten better." There was a connectivity and a defensive mindset that was bubbling beneath the surface. The habits were there. The intensity was there. Things have just clicked. Kevin?
All right, DA, they're on the rise. Here's Crabbe, following the three-pointer by Utah. Clock at 6. Pass to Vonleh. Portland needs to get off a shot. Leonard. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
High basketball IQ right there. Saw his teammate had the advantage, so he got him the rock and let him go to work.
Back to Burks. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feed. Burks has got his second bucket tonight.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Leonard. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Utah comes into this one after the win against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Lyles kicks to Exum. Passes to Lyles. That three off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 13. Aminu, the pass to Crabbe. Now, here's Aminu. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Minnesota. Dishes it to Crabbe. Vonleh kicks to Aminu. Leonard on the wing. Here's Turner. No good on the triple.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Ingles. An 11-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. Pass to Lyles. Feeds it to Ingles. Lyles kicks to Exum. Off target with his three. Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Steve, you were such a terrific three-point shooter in your day back in that 2001-2002 season. You led the league, in fact, and Three-point percentage. You and I were having a conversation about great three-point shooters a little while ago. Did you ever think that shot would make the mark in the league that it has now made with the Currys and the Klay Thompsons and the way they're firing from distance?
You know what, Kevin, I shot it well that year. Tim Duncan, give him a lot of credit, and David Robinson. They drew a lot of double teams. But they're not shooting the three ball right now. I shot right around that line. These guys are shooting so far out, still with a high percentage and with a lot of volume. It's unbelievable what these guys are doing now with the three ball.
Would you play differently now with the league the way it is now than you did when you played the game?
Timeout. I'd be a stretch four.
Yeah,
I mean, you start to look at
right.
it, probably wouldn't be playing the point guard position, probably be a stretch four.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
And they've gotten good looks, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, he has to get his offense moving again. It hasn't been bad, but it could be much better.
A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Leonard. Reece Harkless comes in for Al Farouk Aminu. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Evan Turner. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Jazz leading by 16. Gobert the screen. Gobert with a screen on McCollum. Hill kicks to Gobert. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 5th assist in this one.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Kicks it to Nurkic, and the shot goes down. Nurkic has got his second bucket.
He knows his teammate loves to shoot from that spot on the floor and get him the ball exactly there.
The dish to Diaw. Outside Hill. Gobert the screen. Hayward can't hit.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you gotta trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
McCollum kicks to Crabbe. Back to McCollum. Screen by Nurkic. 4 on the shot clock. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
And he is just so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then use that beautiful spin to just blow by you.
Diaw, the screen. Outside Hill. For 3, Hayward. Again, the miss by Hayward. Trailblazers trail by 14. Here's Crabbe. The three-pointer off the mark. Utah's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Outside Hill. Diaw sets the pick for Hill. Back to Hayward. Puts it up. But they'll get another chance. The Jazz with another miss. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Crabbe kicks to Nurkic. Back to Crabbe. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Gobert with the block.
You really have to be careful with Gobert lurking around. He'll send it back.
Here's Nurkic, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Nurkic has got 4 points now in the quarter. Utah leading by 12. Diaw, the screen. Hill dishes to Diaw. Hood up top. He's guarded by Crabbe. Another miss by Utah.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Vonleh at the elbow. Here's McCollum. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And C.J. McCollum stepping into that starting spot, the shooting guard last season, and just about tripled, Greg, his scoring average.
And how about he and Lillard comprise one of the top scoring backcourts in the league? They make a nice combination. And what I like, when Lillard checks out of the game, McCollum can step over into that point guard role, so he brings great versatility.
The jump from broadcast booth to head coach is one that has been made more frequently in the last couple years. We just saw our friend Steve Kerr do it. And Smitty, would you ever consider making that jump yourself?
You know what? I love coaching, Kevin. I do it with my kids at the developmental age, at the youth age. In the NBA, I talk to a lot of guys. They said, Steve, if you can, wait till you get a chance to see your kids off to college and then jump into the fire.
How do you keep on top of that situation? When will you know it's the right time, aside from the fact that they may be gone to school?
You know, I think I'm going to just go play it ear by ear. I think the one thing is I'm loving broadcasting, loving television. It's going to be hard to get me out of the booth.
Good. I hope it is. We'd like to keep you. Now here's Hayward. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
Now here's Lillard after Gordon Hayward's miss. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. He dishes it to Crabbe. Over in the corner, Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Jazz leading by 10. For three, Hayward. But they get it back. Hood, the pass to Hill. Hill sets the screen for Diop to the inside. And Hayward with the stuff.
The deceptive athleticism of Hayward catches defenders off guard. He can certainly throw it down.
Lillard against Hill. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. The shot will not fall. Gobert with the defensive effort. And here's Hood. He's got 13. And that one, good. 8 points for Gordon Hayward.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
It wouldn't be the first time. He's a closer, a player who loves to slam the door shut.
The three from McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
And staying with it. He drained 2 triples in the first quarter. Now gets this one.
Now here's Hood. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Nice work there coming off the screen. Hayward's got 10 points.
Nice dime to the open man. George Hill, more of a combo guard, making things happen right there.
Nurkic a screen on Hood. McCollum dishes to Nurkic, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Jazz leading by 12. Here's Hill. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Got a piece of it. Nurkic with the steal. Poked away. McCollum outside. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will. Yet they still find themselves behind.
Diop, the screen. Diop sets the pick for Hood. He kicks to Diop. From past the arc. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Crabbe. No good from outside. Utah's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Hood, the pass to Diop. Diop, the screen. At the top of the key, Hayward. Down low. And Hood with the basket on the assist by Hayward. And that's 15 points for Rodney Hood.
Hood is a very talented player, a rhythm shooter who can also get to the rim with ease.
McCollum kicks to Nurkic. He feeds it to Lillard. Shot off the screen. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. A different look now for Portland. Leonard, he's checked in for Nurkic. Aminu comes in for Maurice Harkless. And Turner's subbed in for Allen Crabbe. Johnson the screen. McCollum against Burks. Can't hit the free throw line jump. Trailblazers trail by 9. McCollum outside. Lillard outside. Turner dishes to Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Here's Burks. And the layup's good off the glass. Burks has got his third basket of the night right there.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Lillard outside. McCollum kicks to Leonard. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
The feed now to Burks. The pass to Lyles. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Trailblazers shooting the ball at 42%. Pass to Lillard. Dishes to McCollum. Turner passes to McCollum. He's feeling it. Exum pulls it in. Johnson right side. Burks in the corner. No good from outside. Lillard. No good that time. And that concludes the first half. Jazz out in front, up by 9. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. With Coach Quinn Snyder, Quinn, what has to happen in the second half?
Well, we got to keep getting stops and really just make plays. Make plays on the offensive end and be solid defensively. No magic.
It's a pretty simple game, right, Coach? Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. And this here is the halftime report. There was no stopping Rodney Hood in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. And Shaq, what did you think about what we saw from Utah?
You know what, Ernie? I got to stand up on this one. I salute to their bench. Man, once the starters came out, man, the others just came to life. You got to love seeing that kind of contribution come from the others. Man, they look beautiful tonight.
Kenny, let's get your insight on Portland.
Well, sometimes you get too comfortable playing at home. This team played tonight like it's no urgency. And now they dug themselves a hole, and the energy level to get out of it is going to be extraordinary. We'll see if they come out of the tunnel with some fire in the second half, because they're going to need it.
It is just about time now for the third quarter to begin. After the final buzzer sounds, the three of us will still be sitting here talking to you.
Actually, it's 4 people.
High above downtown Portland, you get the great idea of the beauty of the city, folks. Welcome back, everyone, to the Pacific Northwest. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he did a nice job. He got some easy buckets, made some tough shots. He erupted in the first half of play.
And Portland has possession. 9-point game. And so in the game for the Jazz, a tall wing pair with Hood at the 2 and Hayward at the small forward. Boris Diaw is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Hill in at the point.
They love getting simple looks like that inside.
So it's the Jazz now. They led by as many as 18 points. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Utah Jazz is one of the up-and-coming teams in the West, and it was a system-wide commitment to young players. The younger teams tend to struggle, but head coach Quinn Snyder said he's committed to letting his players learn through their mistakes. He said it may be painful at times, but that's how we get better. In a lot of things, the only way to learn is through experience. Guys?
They're catching on quickly, thanks, D.A. Here's Nurkic, following the basket by George Hill. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown, the offensive rebound. Lillard from outside. No good that time. Utah leading by 9. Hill with it. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Lillard kicks to Harkless. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Tried to lay it in against some tough defense. Probably not the best decision right there.
And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here.
We always talk about Rudy Gobert's defensive impact, but now on the offensive end, he is never going to be a post scorer, but rolling to the rim, he has good hands and plays above the rim offensively.
Hill kicks to Diaw and stolen by Vonleh. Lillard outside. Passes to Nurkic. Looking to get back on track here. Again, the miss by Lillard. And Gobert in that Tyson Chandler mold, Steve. Don't you think you can just see him driving inside and trying to go to the rim? You just can't let him do that.
No, you can't, because when he catches it, he's so long, he can dunk the basketball. But I like that he's adding a little touch around the basket now.
The Jazz shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That free throw missing.
The Frenchman, Rudy Gobert, really making an immediate impact with his rebounding and his shot blocking ability.
Good on the second free throw. And right now we're seeing the rise of great passing in the NBA, so valuable offensively, obviously. Is that a natural talent of players, or is it a mentality? Is it a learned aspect of the game? How would you classify it?
All of the above, Kevin. There are some guys that make the right pass, but they see the open guy they're hitting. Then there's some guys that can see 2 plays ahead and see the play developing. And then there are some guys that got to learn how to become passers. You know, you have a lot of, as long as you pass it, it's pretty good. But then there's some guys that just gift it.
Who are some of the guys that you mentioned who can see a play or 2 ahead? Who are some of those guys that have that kind of feel for the game?
Like Chris Paul. I mean, he sees the floor so well and see the play developing before it happens. LeBron James is another guy like that. Rondo is one of the best, I think, in the business. A lot of guys being able to see the floor. Ricky Rubio can see the floor pretty well. So a lot of guys, I think, can really pinpoint passes and see the play develop.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
The opposition is just having their way with them down low, and he wants to put a stop to that.
And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for Portland. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Basket counts. Nurkic has got 11.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Gordon Hayward has always been a good NBA athlete, but now he's starting to get bigger and stronger over the years and being able to finish through contact in the lane.
And Hayward, for his size and strength, moves his feet pretty well defensively.
Yeah, underrated defender. They say he plays a lot of tennis. That's where he gets his lateral quickness from.
So he comes up empty, missing both.
I can't believe he missed those shots. Wow, he is usually lights out from there.
Harkless dishes to Lillard. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. 12 points for him.
When you have a reliable floater like that, it can be absolutely lethal.
A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Feeds to Vonleh. Lets it go. McCollum outside. Harkless with the screen for McCollum. Pass to Vonleh for the 3. Got a piece of it.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Kicks to Gobert. Outside Hood. The dish to Gobert. Gobert the screen. Hill has the open look. The Jazz again can't hit it. Trailblazers trail by 8. It's McCollum on the wing. Covered by Hood. McCollum passes to Harkless. Back to McCollum. 6 on the shot clock. For 3. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Count it. 14 points for Gordon Hayward.
And Hayward has really expanded on his game. Really looks at home down on the post.
Screen by Nurkic. Here's Harkless. Portland again missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Gobert with a screen for Hayward. Hood kicks to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And here's McCollum for three. Again, McCollum missing.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
He needs to regroup, catch his breath, and take some high-quality shots.
Now here's Hood. He's got 15. Diao sets the pick for Hill. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward.
And here's a look at numbers for Rudy Gobert. The past month has been surreal, averaging about 18 points per, 13 rebounds, and almost 3.5 blocks. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Crabs checked in. Utah also making some changes. Johnson comes in for Boris Diaw. And it's Burks in for Hood. Back to Lillard. The three. Sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got it back down to single digits for Portland.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Burks kicks to Johnson. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. He's made one and missed one so far in the game.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
That's good from Johnson. A different look now for Portland. Leonard, he's checked in for Noah Vonleh. Aminu comes in for Maurice Harkless. And Turner's subbed in for McCollum. The Jazz also changing it up. Lyles checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Dante Exum in for Hill. And Johnson drops them both.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Now Crabbe. Lillard outside. Shoots the three. The shot that time not on target. And it's Utah the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. Ingles. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That one on Turner. The Jazz have missed 4 of their 8 free throws up to this point. Things not really going their way at the line yet.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group. Only around 75%.
Shooting two.
And he makes the first.
When you start talking about experience, you talk about Coach Snyder. He coached at the college level, the minor league level, overseas, and now in the NBA. He brings a lot of experience to this game for the Utah Jazz.
That one misses. And Quinn Snyder, a former point guard at Duke and a lot of stops in his coaching career. He's learned under some greats.
Yeah, this is his coaching tree that he's learned under. Coach K, Greg Popovich, Mike D'Antoni, just to name a few. His experience learning so many different systems has boded well for him.
Here's Exum, following the score by Damian Lillard. And the rejection by Leonard. Here's Turner. From 13 feet, it goes down. Turner's got his second bucket. Jazz leading by 8. The feed to Burks. Johnson dishes to Exum. Back to Johnson. Nice ball movement by Utah. And yes, it's good. Burks has got 9 points.
The way he threw that pass with such ease on the run, that was a thing of beauty.
Now here's Cram. That's a 2 from Lillard. No good off the front iron.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Steve, you were able to enjoy a lengthy career. You played 14 seasons with players coming into the league usually after 1 year in the college ranks. Do you think career lengths will decline for NBA players?
You know, I don't think so. I'm starting to look at guys playing longer and longer. I think, one, there's not a lot of banging, but I think also they're taking care of their bodies more and more. Guys are playing now up to 20 years in the league.
Amazing, isn't it?
And you're starting to see that regularly.
No good on that one.
The former University of Colorado alumni Burks, a solid two-guard who can really light it up.
And he's good on the second. Trailblazers trail by 11. Here is Lillard. He's got 17. To the inside, Aminu. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got 4 rebounds now tonight. Burks in the corner. They get it back, and the basket is good. He's got 7.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
That explains the gap on the scoreboard. Attacking offense against a defense that's far too relaxed.
Now here's Turner. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. He dishes it to Lillard. Again the miss by Lillard. Utah leading by 13. And there's the pass to Burks. Here's Lyles. Here's Exum, looking for his first basket still in this one. Here's Ingles. A three-pointer off the mark. And for the Trailblazers, they're shooting not looking too good out there in the second half, right around 32%. Leonard with the bucket.
That's just an impeccable offensive set there to get an easy look inside.
Now here's Exum, covered by Lillard. Pass to Ingles. Shoots the 3. Shot's good by Lyles. Lyles got 10 points in the game.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the Trailblazers was able to update me on the situation. He told me that in his opinion, the injury does not appear to be too serious. And you couldn't have a worse time for this injury, Kevin, especially as the last games of the season are approaching.
David, thanks for the great update. We appreciate it, and we really hope for the best as always.
And he's a tough guy. My guess is he'll be back before we know it and better than ever.
And I'm sure his teammates want to see him come back very, very soon.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
That's just terrific ball movement to get his teammate a wide open shot.
Trailblazers trail by 16. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Lillard out to Turner. Jazz leading by 16. To the paint. Here's Ingles. And that comes off the assist by Exum. Exum's got his 3rd assist on the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now, here's Lillard. He's got 17. Turner with the screen. Grab up top. At the elbow, it's Turner. 5 on the clock. Lillard outside. The Trailblazers rebound. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And Al-Farouq Aminu had bounced around a little bit in the league, but you know, the Blazers GM who drafted him to the Clippers signed him to fill that starting small forward role. And with the way he's shooting the 3-ball, I mean, that contract is looking like a great value. And remember, this is still a very young player. His best basketball could still be ahead of him.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And with Aminu talking about what a great value he has become, you have to think that all that work with the legendary shooter Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf in the summer of 2015, Greg, really made a difference in his three-point shot.
No doubt about it. He tweaked a few things in his shooting motion, and you see a little less sway. Doesn't kick his legs forward as much. That increased confidence showing not just in his percentage, but also his attempts. Almost half of his shots now coming from beyond. And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
GA, they just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time down.
The defense has to feel real embarrassed right now. They totally got schooled on that highlight reel play.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Here's Johnson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. This is his third trip to the free throw line in the game. That's good from Johnson. So he gets them both. 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Turner. Leonard sets a screen for Turner. He kicks to Lillard. Launches it. But he gets it back. Inside. Dishes to Aminu. Lillard outside. He feeds it to Leonard. Another shot. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Jazz lead by 16. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Terry Stotts had some advice for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Defensively, we got to give a little more pressure to their shots, all right? Make them make the second, third, fourth play.
That's Terry Stotts drawing the line defensively. Doesn't want the first guy with the ball to beat him.
And that's where a total effort is needed. Get back quickly, match up, call out screens, really the complete package.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Harkless is out there with Aminu. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Turner in at the one. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Ever since halftime, he's had his eyes on the basket and just crushing it right now.
Trey Lyles drafted 12th in the 2015 draft out of Kentucky, a skilled power forward. Steve able to handle and shoot with range.
Size of a power forward, but like you said, skillful like a small forward. Being able to shoot the jump shot, also post up. He gives them a different look when he's on the floor at that 4 spot.
Portland grabs the miss. Aminu's got 8 rebounds in this game. Passes to McCollum. Aminu with a screen on Hood. Up off the screen, McCollum. Utah with the rebound.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
It's stolen by Hill. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity, and that one good. And the Jazz lead by 20.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Harkless with the screen for Turner. McCollum outside, takes the 3. Again, McCollum missing.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
There's the screen. Hill with it. Back to Hood. The three. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. And that's now 18 points for Rodney Hood.
Love the concentration from Hood. The defense was doing all they could, but he was just too good for them.
And Turner kicks to Nurkic. Will it go? That one wide left. Jazz leading by 23. Gobert the screen. Here's Lyles. And Utah another three.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Outside Turner. Harkless with the screen for Turner. And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Gobert the screen. Hill passes to Lyles. Releases. And the rebound by Nurkic. For Portland, they've gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter here, going 0 for 4 so far. Nurkic a screen on Hood. Shot off the pick. Jump shot is good that time. 18 points for C.J. McCollum.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
You know, that job of getting through screen is not pretty, but somebody has to do it.
Hill kicks to Hood. No good on the triple. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Aminu with the bucket. Here is Hill. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Lyles passes to Ingles. Down low, Nurkic with the steal. A solo fast break. Harkless kicks to Aminu. McCollum outside. Back to Aminu. Count that one. Aminu's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's a solid pass right inside where his teammate wants it.
Hill passes to Lyles. Good, the assist goes to Hill.
That's a great example of the importance of chemistry. He knew where his teammate wanted the ball, and he put it right there.
Now Turner. And a huge jump in the salary cap this season, Steve. And next year it really goes up by more than $40 million, probably in the next 2 years.
That's phenomenal.
Isn't that something?
Now a lot of these teams will get a chance to add even more players that can help their teams.
Hill kicks to Lyles. A three ball. That shot off, and it's Portland the other way. Here's Aminu. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
He's off on the first. Lonley's checked in for Portland. The Jazz also changing it up. Boris Diaz checked in for Lyles, and Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Joe Ingles. Good on the second free throw. Jazz leading by 18. Now here's Hood. Feeds to Gobert. Diaw, the screen. Outside Hill. Out to the right wing. 3 on the clock. Shoots from the baseline. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And here's McCollum for 3. Rebounded by Hood. Hood's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Pass to Hill. Looking for Hayward. He gets it there. And too long on the shot.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you gotta trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
And Aminu kicks to Nurkic. The dish now to Turner. Inside. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in. Free throw good. Nurkic. Here's Hood. Kicks it to Diaw. Gobert the screen. Hood dishes to Gobert. Just 5 to shoot. The Jazz with another miss.
Tough night for him shooting the basketball, but this team has been resilient. That's why they've hold the lead.
Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Lillard against Hill. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Here's Vonleh. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
He could not have threaded that bounce pass better. Sensational play.
Now the feed to Diaw. Hill sets the screen for Diaw. Down low. And Hayward gets it to go on the assist by Diaw. 16 points for Gordon Hayward. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. And McCollum now atop the key. Sinks the three-pointer. McCollum's got 24.
How about his aggressiveness from 3? He caught fire in the first half. Now hits his second one since the break. He's a bad, bad man.
The Jazz working the ball around now. Lillard from outside. The Trailblazers rebound. Vonleh offline with the baseline jumper. Jazz leading by 12. Diaw the screen. Hill kicks to Diaw. Off target with his 3.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Now the pass to McCollum. From downtown, it's rebounded by Boris Diaw. Diaw's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert is a high percentage shooter from the interior, especially when he's dropping the hammer.
Lillard outside. Screen by Nurkic. McCollum kicks to Nurkic. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Well, no one's scoring off that screen. That was terrible.
Hood dishes to Hill. Pass to Hayward. From 10 feet out, and the jumper falls for him. Here's Lillard. Aminu with the screen on Hayward. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Here's Nurkic. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries.
Outstanding job looking for his teammate and connecting with him with a flawless pass.
Dishes it to Diaw. Hayward kicks to Hill. There's a screen. Outside Hood. He dishes it to Diaw. Bangs home the trifecta. Diaw's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And he finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first 3 of the game comes here in the second quarter.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Maurice Harkless is checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. McCollum outside to the left side wing. The wide open look here for Vonleh. Portland again missing. Jazz leading by 17. Hayward passes to Hill. And Diaw kicks to Hill. And here is Diaw. Diaw with a screen on Lillard. Shot clock at 5. Hill, no good.
That was a huge face-off at the rim. Two great competitors. Defense took it.
Lillard dishes to Harkless. Rebound, Utah. Hill kicks to Diaw. It's back to Hill. He feeds it to Hood. Passes it to Hill. The dish to Diaw. Left side, Hood. Stolen by McCollum. From 17 feet out. And good that time. McCollum's got 26 points.
He always has the green light to take those kinds of shots because he is absolutely lethal from there.
Gobert the screen. Hood on the wing. He is guarded by McCollum. And Diaw kicks to Hayward. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Diaw. A 3-ball. They get it back. Hayward outside. Outside Hill. He kicks it to Hood. Hey, Steve, we've seen more and more teams relying on high-powered offenses to lead them to wins. Is this just part of a cycle the league goes through, or is this the offensive revolution that we've been looking forward to and is well underway?
I think it's here to stay, Kevin. Reason why the rules have changed, and I think it favors the offense. No hand checking, no chucking. So ultimately you see more points on the board, Kevin.
I would think you would have loved to have played in this era of free-flowing basketball.
Yeah, you could take about 12, 15 threes a game. That would have been beautiful.
There's a good screen. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. To the inside. Here's Vonleh. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
They clearly look like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got some energy out on the floor.
They just waited too long. If they could have just made this run a little bit earlier, they could have been in the game. But now this game is out of reach.
Hill kicks to Diaw. From outside, off the mark.
Just not feeling it from beyond the arc. Sometimes that happens. He's trying to shoot his way out of it.
Screen by Nurkic. Here's Harkless. Leans from outside. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Gordon, nice win for you guys tonight. What was the difference?
Energy. I think we play with a lot of energy, passion, especially defensively. You know, when we're all doing our job and we're playing and we're focused and we're solid defensively, we're not really having lapses, we can be a pretty good team. You know, that we don't have to walk the ball up the court, and it's not as difficult on our offense. So it all starts defensively, and I think it all starts with energy down there.
You've become one of the best young defensive teams in the league, Gordon. Thanks very much. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports Postgame Show.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And with this one in the books, we're ready to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Gordon Hayward. Everything his team asked of him, he delivered, which obviously isn't a surprise, but that makes it no less a beautiful thing to watch.
He shot over 50% from the field tonight, partly because he was in constant motion. He found the gaps in the defense, and that made him get open looks.
The energy that Gordon Hayward plays with is always what jumps out at me. He works nonstop, whether it's in transition or in the half court. He's always grinding, and it doesn't hurt that he can light it up from the outside either. Great ball game for him tonight.
That's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. We certainly hope you've enjoyed the show, don't we, guys?
It was great.
Yeah. Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and for Kevin Harlan and the entire 2K Sports crew, all 653,000 of them.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hard-working.
A lot of people.
Yeah. It's a long line at the buffet, though.
Shout out to the T-Pose, man.
Oh,
I don't know his name, but I know his face.
I'm Ernie Johnson. See you next time.